He used to laugh at the janitor. Said people like him never went anywhere in life. Said he'd rather die broke than mop floors for a living. His name was Ethan Cole. And for a while, it looked like he was right. Because Ethan had everything. A good job, expensive clothes, a shiny car. He climbed his way up, stepping on anyone he thought was beneath him. But the higher he climbed, the steeper the fall was waiting. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and tell me in the comments section where you are watching from. Now let's begin. It started back in high school. Every afternoon, while his friends joked and threw trash on the floor, Ethan would look at the janitor, Mr. Rivera, and smirk. "Hey, you missed a spot," he'd say. His sneakers tapping the floor he'd just dirted. Mr. Rivera would only smile quietly. He never answered back. He just kept sweeping, like he knew something Ethan didn't. Years passed. Ethan forgot about him. Forgot about that quiet man with the mop and the patience. He graduated, got a business degree, and landed a job at a marketing firm called Cole Industries. He thought he'd made it. Late nights, office parties, clients shaking his hand. Ethan lived for the praise. He told himself he earned it. He deserved it. And when he looked down on others, it felt natural, like that was just the way the world worked. Until one Friday afternoon, everything collapsed. An email, then a meeting, then silence. The company accused him of fraud, discrepancies in expense reports, unauthorized transfers. He swore he didn't do it, but no one cared. They escorted him out of the building before sunset. A man once respected, now invisible. The next few months were hell. No job wanted him. No one returned his calls. The money ran out, and the rent followed. He applied anywhere that would take him. And one day he saw it. Riverside Community Center, janitorial staff needed. He laughed at first. Then he stared a little longer. And then he clicked apply. A week later, he stood in that same uniform he once mocked, holding a mop, inside a hallway that smelled like bleach and old tile. And that's when he heard the voice. "Need a hand with that, son?" Ethan froze. He turned around, and there he was. Mr. Rivera. Older now, gray hair, but those same calm eyes. "It's been a while," Rivera said with a small smile. Ethan's throat went dry. He forced a smile back. "Yeah, I guess it has." Mr. Rivera didn't mention the past. Didn't bring up the insults, or the laughter, or the looks. He just showed him how to do the job. How to wax the floors. How to clean without cutting corners. And Ethan listened. For the first time in his life, he listened. Weeks passed. He started showing up early. Started helping the kids who spilled drinks in the hall. He stopped feeling angry and started feeling human again. But one night, something changed. It was after hours. The building was quiet. Ethan was cleaning the locker room when he noticed a folder half open in Mr. Rivera's locker. He shouldn't have looked, but curiosity got him. Inside were papers, photos, names, and one logo at the top of every page. Cole Industries. His old company. Ethan frowned. What would a janitor be doing with documents from there? And then, footsteps. He turned. Mr. Rivera stood in the doorway. Calm. Silent. "Looking for something, Ethan?" Ethan's voice shook. "Why do you have this? What is all this?" Rivera stepped closer, his eyes hard now. "I used to work there," he said softly. "Before you ever did." Ethan blinked. "What do you mean?" "They framed me," Rivera said. "Accused me of stealing funds. I lost everything. My pension, my name, my family. They blamed me for their crimes." The room was silent. Ethan stared at him, heart pounding. "You're saying they're dirty?" Rivera nodded slowly. "Dirtier than the floors we clean every night." He shut the locker and locked it tight. Then looked at Ethan. "You wanted to know what cleaning floors teaches you," he said. "It teaches you patience and how to spot the real dirt." That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. His mind kept replaying those words. Patience, real dirt, and the folder. His name was in it. The next morning, Rivera found him sitting in the break room. Ethan looked up, tired eyes, hands shaking. "Tell me what you know," he said. Rivera handed him a cup of coffee. "They stole millions through shell invoices. They used my signature to cover it up. But someone helped them inside." Ethan's chest tightened. "Inside. Someone like him. I think they used your account too," Rivera said. "Whether you knew it or not." Ethan felt the blood drain from his face. His old co-workers, his old bosses. Had they set him up too? Rivera leaned forward. "I've been collecting proof for years, and I could use your help." Ethan looked up slowly. "My help?" Rivera nodded. You know their systems, their passwords, their weak spots. He paused. You want redemption? Help me expose them. Ethan hesitated. He wanted to say no. He wanted to walk away. But then he remembered their laughter, the way they turned on him, and the way they'd once turned on Rivera. He nodded. I'm in. Rivera smiled faintly. Good. Because they already know you're looking. Ethan froze. What? Rivera's eyes darkened. You didn't think they'd let you walk away, did you? Ethan's phone buzzed. Unknown number. He answered. A low, distorted voice came through. Mr. Cole, you've been asking the wrong questions. Then silence. Ethan looked up. Rivera was gone. Only the locker door swung open, slowly. Inside, that same folder. Except this time, there was a new photo on top. Ethan Cole, taken from outside his apartment. Last night, the lights flickered. The phone buzzed again. And that's when Ethan realized. Some messes. Can't be cleaned. The photo was still in his hand. His own face, caught in grainy light, staring back at him from the shadows. Taken last night, outside his apartment. Ethan Cole had mocked the janitor once. Now, that same man was the only person who might keep him alive. He didn't sleep that night. Every sound felt like footsteps. Every shadow looked like someone watching. By morning, he drove straight to the community center. But Rivera wasn't there. His locker was open. Empty. Only the faint scent of bleach and old paper left behind. Ethan searched everywhere. No one had seen him. No one knew where he went. Then, as he turned to leave, he noticed something taped under the desk. A flash drive, labeled in small, neat handwriting. If you're reading this, they found me first. Ethan's hands trembled as he plugged it into his laptop. The screen flickered. A folder appeared. Dozens of files, scanned documents, transaction trails. And at the center of it all, a name. Gordon Reese, CEO of Cole Industries. Ethan leaned back, breath shallow. The man who once praised him, who fired him without a second thought, who shook his hand every Friday like a proud father. He scrolled deeper. Bank accounts, offshore holdings, signed authorizations, forged in his name and Rivera's. They'd used both of them as pawns. Then the video file, security footage, a dim warehouse, men in suits. And there, Rivera, tied to a chair, someone pacing in front of him. The man's voice was calm. Cold. You should have stayed quiet, old man. Ethan's blood went cold. The man's face finally turned toward the camera. Richard Cole, his own father. He slammed the laptop shut, heart racing. No, it couldn't be. His father had been a silent partner in the company, a man he hadn't spoken to in years, a man who'd once told him success means never getting your hands dirty. Now Ethan finally understood what that meant. That night, Ethan packed a bag. Laptop, cash, the flash drive. He didn't know who to trust, only that someone was hunting him. Rain poured as he drove out of the city. Every pair of headlights behind him looked suspicious. Every text notification made his pulse jump. Halfway across town, a car started following him. He took 3 turns. It stayed behind. Finally, he pulled into a deserted rest stop. The car stopped too. Lights off. Ethan stepped out, clutching the flash drive in his fist. Who are you? He shouted. The driver's door opened. A man stepped out, tall, wearing a black coat, face shadowed. Ethan Cole, the man asked calmly. Ethan's grip tightened. Who's asking? The man tossed something onto the hood, a badge. FBI. My name's Agent Carver, he said. You're in danger. And if you want to survive, you need to come with me. Ethan didn't move. How do I know you're real? Carver sighed, reaching into his coat. He pulled out another photo. Rivera, same chair, same warehouse. Only this time, there was blood on the floor. They have him, Carver said quietly. And you're next. Ethan felt the world tilt. The rain, the lights, his heartbeat, everything blurred. He slid into the agent's car, shaking. Carver drove in silence. After a few miles, Ethan whispered, "Why are you helping me?" Carver didn't answer, just kept driving. The city faded behind them, swallowed by darkness. Finally, Carver spoke. Your father isn't just involved. He's running the whole operation. Money laundering, political bribes, and a data ring using fake identities. He looked over. And you, Ethan, were one of those identities. Ethan stared at him. I don't understand. You weren't hired at Cole Industries because you were talented, Carver said. You were hired because your name was clean. They used you as the signature for every transfer they couldn't risk making themselves. Ethan, stomach turned. My own father. Your father made you his shield, Carver interrupted. And Rivera? He found out. That's why they silenced him. Ethan's mind raced. Rivera's calm eyes, his patience, his warnings, all the things Ethan had ignored. Now the truth was staring him in the face. After a while, they pulled into an abandoned motel. Carver led him into a small room lit by a single lamp. On the table were stacks of papers, evidence boards, photos of executives, and one marked Operation Clean Sweep. Carver turned to him. This is bigger than both of us. If we don't expose them soon, more people will die. Ethan nodded slowly. What do you need me to do? Carver smiled faintly. You're going back in. Ethan froze. What? You still have contacts inside the company. Emails, passwords, clearance codes. We need you to access their servers and get the original files. Ethan shook his head. They'll kill me. Carver's voice hardened. They already tried. Ethan stared at the floor. After a moment, he said quietly, Then I guess I don't have a choice. The agent handed him a burner phone. Tomorrow night, you'll get a message. Follow it exactly. Ethan pocketed the phone and looked at Carver. What about Rivera? Carver paused. We'll find him. I promise. But as Ethan turned toward the door, he didn't see the way Carver's eyes followed him. Cold, calculated, and behind that calm expression, something darker. The next morning, Ethan woke up to a text. Midnight, Coal Industries, Sublevel 3. He packed the laptop and the flash drive, his heart pounding. Before leaving, he checked the news. Breaking headline. Former janitor found dead, police suspect suicide. His phone slipped from his hand. No, Rivera wouldn't. He knew too much. Then the burner phone buzzed again. A new message. No name. Just 3 words. Don't trust Carver. Ethan looked around the empty motel room. The lamp flickered. A faint sound came from the bathroom. Running water. He stepped closer, cautious. The faucet was dripping. But on the mirror, written in condensation, were the words. He's not FBI. Ethan stumbled back. His phone rang again. Private number. He answered, voice shaking. Who is this? A calm voice replied. Low. Familiar. Ethan, it's Rivera. His breath caught. Rivera? You're alive. A pause. Then, softly. Not for long. They're coming for both of us. And the man you're with? He's one of them. A door creaked behind him. Ethan turned, slowly. Agent Carver stood there, smiling. The story continues in the next video.